I remember this shit hurt me so bad, bro. And my bad if I get emotional, bro. I just remember how I felt, bro. And that coach emailed me that. And I went to the bathroom. I called my dad. I was like, everything that I had been working for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't, my bad, y'all. I ended up going to jail, bro. Everything happened so quick, man. And this is why I tell y'all to steer clear of the trouble and all that, man, because you can lose it in a second, dog. Tell them you love football. Tell them you love football. No, tell them you love football. All right? Say something. Say something to them. Yeah, you smell them? They smell like athletes, huh? Look at them. Yes, sir. That's my boy Apollo right here, man. In the comments, say what's good, Apollo, down in the comments, y'all. All right, now get out of here. Yeah, get out of here, man. Time to film a video. What's good, athletes? It's your boy Keiko, and I'm back with another video. Nobody's home right now, so I can yell just as much as I want. Yeah! What's good, athletes? It's your boy Keiko, and I'm back with another video, man. Welcome back, Certified Fam. That's my new name for y'all. Y'all the Certified Family, bruh. So if you're in the Certified Family, if you're a part of this family, let me know down in the comments by saying certified. Now, I'm gonna start this video off with a question. Do you guys want to see me play football again, man? Do you guys want to see me document my journey of getting back into shape, signing with a team, and getting back on that field at 22 years old, man? Let me know down in the comments. Now, today's video is gonna mean a lot to me, man. Y'all probably gonna see a different side of Keiko. Y'all about to get to know everything about me football wise, man. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all my D1 football story, dog. One of my main reasons in creating this channel is to be able to inspire the youth, to inspire you guys, to show you guys that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You're gonna learn that I went through a lot and I had a time where I was at the lowest of my life, man. I'm gonna be explaining to y'all how I went D1 and how I ended up going to jail and losing everything, bro. This is my D1 football story, man. Make sure you guys leave a like down below, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, follow me on IG. Let's get straight to it. I'm gonna go through things kinda quick, but I wanna include just enough details so y'all get the gist of everything, you feel me? So we're gonna start from the very, very beginning, man. Well, not really the very beginning, but I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit how I was as a kid and how I got introduced into football. I was born August 24th, 1997, in Fort Benning, Georgia, man. I was born on a military fort. At the time, my pops was in the Army, but we wasn't in Georgia for long, maybe like a year or two or something like that. And then we moved to Indianapolis, Indiana, man. That's where my parents are from. That's where they were born and raised. So this is where I grew up a lot, you feel me? Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. As a kid, I was always the type of kid to have huge dreams, big aspirations and everything like that. And I think I really get that from my pops, because my pops, he kind of is the same way. Like he thinks big. He always thinks outside the box. I wasn't really, you know, introduced to football like that. Like football wasn't anything that I really like gravitated towards or anything like that. So my first year playing football, I think I was 6 years old, bruh. And when I tell you, like, if I got any pictures or videos, like as we go through the story, I'm gonna include it. But when I was like 6 or 7 years old, that's when I first started playing football. My dad signed me up for like a little Pop Warner League in Indianapolis. I remember when I first played football, man, I was the smallest kid on the team. The smallest kid, bro. But I played with no fear, bro. I wasn't scared of anything. I would hit anybody. It didn't matter how big you was. Like, I always looked at things as a challenge, you feel me? So I remember my coach put me at middle linebacker, bro, and I was the smallest kid on the team. Everybody, I remember they would see me and they'd be like, bro, he's so small, what position he play? And they was like, middle linebacker. They was like, what? But then they would see me play and see me out there hitting stuff and going crazy, making plays and tackles, tackling the bigger kids. They was like, oh yeah, that's crazy, that's crazy. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like when I was young, like even growing up, I was not the most athletically gifted kid. Like I wasn't the best athlete out there going crazy and everything like that. Everything that I got, man, I had to work very, very hard for it, bro. So fast forwarding through the years, man, I still play football. I still play football, like, you know, when the season would come around, but I would also play other sports. I would play basketball, I played baseball, I even did gymnastics at one point, bruh. I was out there flexible, you feel me, bending and all that. I was going crazy, you know what I'm saying? And so through middle school years, man, I didn't play my 6th grade year because the school I was going to, they didn't have a middle school team. I was out here in California, actually, in 6th grade. As I was starting to go through these years, I started realizing, like, that I really did like football, you know what I'm saying? So boom, after 6th grade year, we moved back to Indiana, and I'm going to this school. It's called Fall Creek Valley. See, I think it's Fall Creek Valley or just Fall Creek Middle School or something like that. So I actually scratched that. So part of 7th grade year, I spent the first part of 7th grade year in California still. Then I moved the 2nd semester of my 7th grade year. So at that time when I moved to that school, I had missed, you know, like the football season and everything like that. Like I said, I wasn't really worried or anything because I didn't love football like that. But boom, 8th grade comes around, and I play football. I dealt with confidence issues pretty much my whole career, man. That's why I always tell y'all, like, if you don't believe in yourself, you're only gonna get so far, man. It all starts with you. You feel me? You could be the best player out there on the field, but if you don't believe in yourself, bro, you're only gonna get so far, man. And that's why I tell y'all that, because I struggle with stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I played 8th grade year, man, and I sucked, bro. Like, I was trash, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be 100% pure with y'all. I was trash 8th grade year, man. Like I said, I wasn't training for it. Football doesn't run deep in my family. Like, I was just trash, man. There was a lot more people that were a lot more advanced, you know, than me. But fast forwarding, man, now we're at my freshman year of high school. So my freshman year of high school, I went to a high school called Lawrence North High School, bro. This is in Indianapolis, Indiana. My freshman year is really where I developed a deep love for football, man. And I don't know what it was, because when you hear the result of my freshman year, you're gonna be like, how did you end up loving football from that, bro? My freshman year, the team I was on, man, Lawrence North Wildcats, bro, we went 0-9, bro. I think Lawrence North now is pretty cool. Like, I think they pretty good now. Lawrence North played in one of the hardest conferences, like in Indiana and all that. And I just remember we went 0-9 my freshman year. I barely played, bro. I was trash, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I was not that good, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much how my freshman season went, man. They had me at safety and wide receiver, bro. Even though that this season went like that, and you know, people was calling me trash and this and that, I started to love football, bro. And this is where I developed my first big dream, bro. I said I wanted to go to the NFL one day. I wanted to go to the NFL. I was gonna be an NFL player, bro. And this is just some advice to y'all, man. This is why y'all can't tell y'all dreams to everybody, bro, because there's dream killers out there. There's people that's gonna tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that. You're trash. You should give up. This is that, bro. Bro, I remember my freshman year, bro, I said I want to go to the NFL, and I would tell people that, my teammates and everything like that. And they'd be like, bro, you're trash. Like, why would you think you could go to the NFL? You're this and that. You never can do this. You never can do that. Bro, I remember I was in math class, bro, and my teacher asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, I want to go to the NFL. And this smart guy goes on the whiteboard and writes down a whole equation about my chances of going to the NFL, man, and had the whole class laughing at me, bro. And that hurt, man. That hurt, dog. And one thing about me, bro, this is where I develop my work ethic, bro. When I have something that I want to reach, man, I get tunnel vision, and that's what I run to, man. That's what I get to. No matter what nobody told me, no matter how many people told me that I was trash and I couldn't do this, I kept telling myself I want to go to the NFL, man. So I would just work out super, super hard, bro. I remember we used to live on a house with some land, and I would just run, bro. I would run back and forth, and it would be my way of training with nobody around, nobody to help me, and nothing like that. I just remember, like, looking up the sky, bro, asking God, like, I just want to go to the NFL, man. And I was young, thinking like that, you feel me? The end of my freshman year, I ended up moving from Lawrence North, and I ended up going to Fishers High School in Fishers, Indiana. It's a little bit up north from Indianapolis. Sophomore year, I'm at Fishers High School, man, and it's a whole different demographic, whole different type of people and everything like that. So sophomore year, bro, like I said, I was not that good still, bro. Even though I had worked out, you gotta realize, like, football didn't run deep in my family, so my family didn't know to go to trainers to do this and do that to get him right, to try to get him better for football, bro. They didn't know all that, bro. So I just would literally like run and do different things like that, bro. I was not good my sophomore year. I played JV my sophomore year. Saw the field at times, but not really anything crazy. I played safety and I played wide receiver that year too. But even throughout my sophomore year, even though I barely played and stuff, I still had this dream, bro. And you still would find people that would hate on you and tell you this and tell you that. I wanted to go D1 and all this, and people would tell me I would never see the field and never do this and never do that, right? This is where I was introduced to Tavio Henderson, man. He's a player that used to play at the University of Tennessee, but he also had a training facility, man. I think it was IU Sports Medicine. So throughout my offseason, transitioning into my junior year, man, I was training with Tavio, dog. At this point, I designated to myself that I was just gonna play DB. So Tavio really taught me how to be a better DB, understand the position better, and everything like that. And by the end of that training session and everything like that, bro, I was a much better player. I was very, very, very improved. So boom, junior year comes around, man, and I'm ready, bro. I'm really ready. I'm looking forward to junior year. Throughout the whole entire training camp junior year, bro, I was eating. Everybody was like, damn, Kevin improved, bro. That's my legal name, Kevin, bro. Kevin got way better, bro. Like, what's happening? This is that, bro. And I remember the coaches told me, they was like, look, you keep this up, bro, you gonna see some playing time on the field. Varsity, bro. But this is why that you gotta be prepared at any time for things to go wrong, man. We were at a 7-on-7 tournament. I was going crazy. I had an interception. I was doing very, very well, bro. I tweaked my ankle, bro. I sprained my ankle. I can't even play the rest of the 7-on-7 tournament, bro. One thing you guys are gonna learn about football is that you are replaceable. That's why they recruit so many people. That's why they have backups, bro. Because once you go down, somebody else gonna take your place, bro. And this is where they transition a player that's going, he's in the NFL now, which is crazy. But they transition him from being a running back to being a corner that year, bro. My man's Jeremy Chin, bro. Shout out to Jeremy Chin because he got drafted this year by the Carolina Panthers, bro. Shout out you, bro. But they transitioned him from running back to corner because I was hurt. We didn't really have depth at the position, so they transitioned him. My spot was gone, straight like that. Junior year, back to the same thing. Barely didn't play, didn't really do much. Same old thing, bro. So boom, now it's senior year, man. Senior year is a very important year. I barely got any playing time, bro. I got to play senior year. If I want to go to the NFL, I got to play senior year. I got to do what I got to do. And I also started going to college camps because we had a player that was on the team. His name RJ. He played at University of Northern Colorado now. But RJ's pops played in the NFL, and he told my pops to get me in college camps. That's how I can get exposure. So that's how I started going to college camps. That's why I tell y'all to go to college camps, man. I went to Ball State. I went to IU. I went to Indiana State. I went to Western Kentucky, Purdue, Kentucky. I went everywhere, bro, as much as I could. And shout out my pops for paying for all these camps, man. And it did help, bro. It did help me get exposure, man. That's how I ended up getting my unofficial visit to IU, Indiana University. That's how I got some of these coaches interested in me. That's how I got some of these offers, bro. Here we come to some more turmoil, bro. I get injured again. I had a deep calf bruise, and like my stuff was swelled up. I couldn't plant or anything like that. And I remember coming home and my dad was like, oh, your senior year's over, this is that. Like, really down on the whole situation. But I just knew, and I told myself I wasn't gonna give up, bro. The season comes around, and at the beginning of the season, I'm barely playing, bro. Barely playing. I had some special teams opportunities, but I was barely playing, bro. This is why I tell y'all to never give up. This is why I tell y'all that y'all can literally do anything, bro, in your life, bro, if you really put your mind to it. And this is where my career changed. This week we were playing our rivals, Hamilton Southeastern, bro. One of the biggest rivalry games ever, dog. And I remember before that game, bro, this is how I know God is real, man. Before that game, something just felt absolutely different, bro. Before the game, during warm-ups, just everything felt so different, dog. And I was making plays and everything. And I remember my coach came to me. His name is Coach Reardon, bro, DB coach. He came to me and was like, I don't know how much you're going to get in today, but if you get in, use that opportunity to your best, bro. This was the game my whole career changed, man. I went crazy that game, bro. They put me in the game. I got an interception. I was making tackles. I was all over the field, bro. Like, they was chanting my name in the stands, bro. This game changed my life, dog. Like, it was crazy, bro. And from this game on, I started the rest of the season. And that's how I got my highlight tape, man. I wasn't really getting recruited by any big schools. I wasn't really getting talked to by anybody crazy, but I had 7 games of film. 7 games, only 7. And we just started sending emails. My pops was sending emails while he was at work. I was sending emails when I could. We just started sending emails. Every school, we would just look up schools, send them, not even know about these schools. Like, we wouldn't even know, dog. And what was crazy is, we would send hella emails and get no responses. But then we would get a lot of responses too, bruh. And like a lot of coaches that were interested and wanted to offer me scholarships and wanted to do this and do that. And that's what I'm telling y'all, bro. You gotta take y'all recruiting in your own hands. So boom, fast forward, and I started getting offers from, you know, some D3 schools, some NAIA schools, some D2 schools. And I ended up getting the opportunity with Savannah State to be a part of their team, right? That's a D1 HBCU in Savannah, Georgia. I'm able to go D1 and I only have 7 games of film? What? A D1 coach actually wants me and I only have 7 games of film? At Savannah State, bro, it wasn't really nothing crazy. It was a smaller, like, college and everything like that, but that was my D1 opportunity, man. My dad was like, you gotta go here, man. You're D1 talent, D1 talent. But I told you I didn't really believe in myself. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go D1 because, you know, out of all the visits I took, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go D1, you know, because that's the highest for me. But I didn't truly believe in myself. And you're gonna notice that that's why I decommitted from there. Because I didn't believe in myself. Other school in Florida I visited was Warner University in Lake Wales, Florida, the NAIA school, man. And fast forwarding, that's where I ended up committing to. Because like I said, the lack of belief in myself, I wanted to go somewhere I felt comfortable, bro. What y'all gotta learn is in life, dog, you can't always feel comfortable, bro. Sometimes you gotta feel uncomfortable to be able to get the best version of yourself. I moved to Florida literally the day after graduation. This is why I really wish I would have documented my career a long time ago and thought about this, but I just didn't. But training camp at Warner University, man, I was like 2nd or 3rd on the depth chart as a freshman. There was a couple other people that they were looking at before, but I wasn't playing bad at all. Like, I was doing good. This was really where I was starting to develop into a better player. So I was doing good. I was doing good in training camp. But I just started realizing, like, I wasn't really challenging myself and I didn't really like the school there, you feel me? I didn't really like it. I called my parents every night, like every day that I was there. And I remember telling them, like, you know, I don't really like it here, this, that. And my dad was like, well, how about you go back to Indiana State, bro? How about you go back to Indiana State and just try to walk on, bro? And I didn't want to do it at first because it just wasn't guaranteed, bro. Like, us nowadays, we like stuff to be guaranteed. So I'm like, no, I don't want to go to Indiana State. I want it to be guaranteed. I want to have a scholarship and do this and do that. Ultimately, bro, I ended up coming to the decision that Indiana State was right for me, man. Sometimes we got to stop being scared. We got to challenge ourselves. Even though stuff's not guaranteed, we just going to put our head down. We're going to work hard and see what it does for us. So I tell the coaches at Warner that I'm done. I pack up my bags, I leave, man, and now I'm back at Indiana State, man. So Indiana State, man, is a real university. It's a real college, a real university, man. So this is my first time really away from home, and you're gonna see that I you know, abused it a little bit, you feel me? So, you know, once I got there, it was already too late to try out for the team. So I had to wait till the spring, man. And when I tell you, man, this is the most patient I've ever been in my life because I'm not really a patient person, bro. If you know me personally, I like to have things right now. I want to do things right now. I want things to be secure, on the spot. Like, let me know now, you feel me? So basically what I did up until the time I had to wait for this tryout to walk on at Indiana State was be a college kid, man. I was out there meeting friends, meeting girls, going to parties, you know, and doing college stuff, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, it was fun, man. But at one point, I was getting a little bit too deep into it. And you feel me, I was really hurting my chances to be able to try out for the spring, man. So after going through all that, I finally tell myself, like, look, I need to chill out, stop hanging with these certain people, and focus on my goal again, man. And I became hyper focused, man, on this goal, man. Every day I had the same routine. I would go eat, I would be by myself a lot, and I would, you feel me, work out, get ready for this tryout, man. That's all I would think about every day, man. I would see the football players in certain classes that I had. I would try to be cool with them and talk to them, man. Shout out my boy Reek, my boy Dante, man. They some cool dudes that I ended up, you know, establishing a relationship with. Fast forward, man, now it's time to try out for the football team, man. So I'm ready. You feel me? I'm the most prepared I am. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot riding on this, man. Just the whole reason I came to Indiana State, I gave up a scholarship to be here. You feel me? This is where I run into some more turmoil. You feel me? The devil will always try to get you off your goal, man. That's why you always gotta stay 10 toes down and keep going. You feel me? Keep going. Don't ever give up. There were some dudes that I guess like they found out that I was trying to try out for the football team, and they was already on the football team. and they like prank call me and like would threaten me and do weird stuff, like just some weird stuff, bro. And it got to the point where the coaches found out, dog. And we had like a couple of walk-on meetings before it was actually time to try to walk on. And I remember the coach, his name's Coach Everett, Jaden Everett, bro. He see my paperwork and he was like, weren't you the dude that was involved in this, that? He was like, you can't try out. And I remember he said this in front of me and there was a whole bunch of players around. I was like, no, that wasn't me. They did that to me. This, that. They did it to me. So he was like, all right. We ended up talking about it. And he sent my paperwork through. Because there's hella paperwork that you got to sign that NCAA has to have before you could be like a walk-on. You know what I'm saying? All this paperwork was sent to like the clearinghouse lady. She's the lady that checks your paperwork off and see if you can get cleared. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, I don't know, listen. Indiana State University, I know they got a whole different staff now, but I promise you some shady stuff was going on, man, because I made sure I had everything, bro. I put it in the folder. I made sure I had my insurance cards, everything on there, bro. So I emailed the clearinghouse lady, and I was like, did you get my paperwork? This is that. Did I get cleared? She emailed me back, and she's like, no, you did not get cleared because you were missing the front page of your insurance card or something like that. And I'm like, what, bro? Like, I had that. I copied it. Like, that's, you feel me? Why would I miss that? You know what I'm saying? I know I had it. And I feel like the coaches was, like, sabotaging people's paperwork or something, like, bro, something crazy, or they lost it. I don't know what happened, bro. But, man, was it a mistake emailing her, bro? Because she let the coach know. And the coach emailed me back, and he was like, look, you're not going to be able to try out because you shouldn't be emailing the clearinghouse lady. Like, you don't do that, bro. Like, none of this stuff. He told me I couldn't try out, man. I remember, bro, this shit hurt me so bad, bro. And my bad if I get emotional, bro. I just remember how I felt, bro. And I remember calling my dad in the bathroom, man. I was in class. I remember I was in class, bro. And that coach emailed me that. And I went to the bathroom. I called my dad. I was like, Dad, like, they not gonna let me try out, you know, everything that I had been working for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't, my bad, y'all. I couldn't try out. And, you know, I was balling to my dad, bro. And, you know, shout out to my dad. You know, even though we don't be seeing eye to eye a lot nowadays, you know, he did what he could, man. And he called that coach, man. And ended up getting that coach to give me a chance, you know, and that coach was like, we're gonna hold another tryout after like fall, was it spring break or something like that. So boom, all that comes around, now I'm ready for the tryout, man. And this is what I'm telling you, man, that God is real, man. And if you really put your mind to something, bro, good things will happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the day before the trial's about to happen, man. I text that coach and I'm like, look, the trial's tomorrow, like what time is it gonna be, this, that, like where do I need to be, type thing like that. That coach texted me back and was like, you're not gonna try out. You will not try out. You're on the team, bro. I'm bringing you up on the team, man. And I think I still got the text message in my phone, so I'll put it up on the screen if I got it. He was like, you're on the team. Bro, when I tell you this was one of the most exciting moments of my life, man, like, I had did it, bro. I had literally did it, man. Everybody that told me I couldn't go D1, everybody that said that I wasn't gonna do this and do that, bro, I did it. I went away from a place where I had a scholarship and went and walked on somewhere. Like, I did it, bro. Like, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I remember just telling everybody, and everybody was like, congrats. Everybody was like, wow, this is going crazy. I remember calling my old high school coach, and he was like, wow. Like, everyone was surprised, bro. And this is what I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all can literally do anything, man. I had 7 games of film. 7 games of film, bro. That's what I'm telling y'all, man. I was a backup. I was nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I did it. So boom, I was on the team, man. And being a walk-on is a whole nother challenge, man. It's a whole nother challenge in itself. Being a walk-on at a Division I school, bro, is a whole challenge in itself, man. So what you're realizing is my whole career has been full of challenges, man. And you should always challenge yourself. That's how you're going to be able to grow as a person. You know what I'm talking about? You know, like I said, I had a lot of work ahead of me, man. I had a lot of potential, man. And those coaches saw it, man. And they love my work ethic, bro. I was, like I said, on top of it, bro, going, you know, crazy every drill. Even if I was dead tired, bro, coaches like a hard worker, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was. Fast forwarding through spring practice, bro, I wasn't really getting too many reps or anything like that. Like, every once in a while, I wasn't getting any reps. I was trying to really understand the whole system, understand football more in general at the D1 college level, bro. Like, it was everything. It was a whole learning process for me. And here we go, man. Hit with something else, man. So, you know, this was the end of spring practice. It was a spring game and everything like that. My parents had drove down and everything, and coming to watch me, man. Their son's a D1 football player and everything like that, bro. And I kid you not, bro. This is where I get hurt, seriously hurt. I go to plant to go and break, bro. And I hear like this little weird ripping noise in my foot, kind of like, it just feels weird, you know what I'm saying? I ended up tearing my Liz Frank, which is like a major ligament within your foot. A lot of players that, you know, that they cut a lot and different things like that, they had this injury, but like 6 to 9 months. I had just got on the team. I just got on the D1 team, 6 to 9 months, man. The coaches were telling me I had potential. I was about to come back in the summer camp and go crazy, like really put on weight, do my thing. And here's this injury, man. And I had surgery on my foot, everything like that, dog. And it was a long summer, bro, long process, long summer. But I still wanted to be involved in the team some way, somehow, you know what I'm saying? When I kid you not, man, at one point I was doing the team's laundry, bro. I was doing the Indiana State University's team's laundry, bro. The people that I practiced was handing me they old jerseys, they shit that they need to wash. And I was washing it, bro. And they was going to games and different things like that. And I remember, like, you know, I couldn't go to away games. So I would like stay back and wash the stuff and everything. I would wash all the gear. And I remember just being in that laundry room crying, bro. I just remember crying, bro. Because I'm like, bro, like, it's a low point. It's a low point, you know what I'm saying? And at this point, I had some friends at Indiana State and I started wilding a little bit, man. So fast forwarding, bro, I get done with the whole recovery process. I'm better, I'm healed. I'm ready to be back on the team, man. This was a major point in my life right here. This is why I tell y'all to steer clear of trouble, man. Stay around the right people. If you really love football, if you want to do this, man, you got to stay around the right people. That's a whole nother story in itself, man. But it was this girl that, you know, me and her didn't really get along a lot. We didn't get along. We got along at first, but we didn't get along a lot. And she was at a party one day, and she fell down the stairs and had bruises on her body. You know what I'm saying? And basically, 2 days later from them, we get in like this huge argument in front of people and all this stuff. And this girl says that I put my hands on her and caused those bruises, which wasn't true. I ended up going to jail, bro. I ended up getting arrested and I ended up going to jail, bro. Everything happened so quick, man. And this is why I tell y'all to steer clear of the trouble and all that, man, because you can lose it in a second, dog. I ended up going to jail, man, and this changed my whole football career, bro. Everything, dog. I was back from my injury, dog, and I messed it up. I went to jail. I was behind bars. I just remember being in the cell, man, and I was with like 3 other people, bro, and it was just one of the lowest points of my life, man. I called my mom, and she was freaking out. My whole family was freaking out, bro. Like, it was crazy, dog. Like, it was crazy, for real, bro. Trying to charge me with battery. And the first call I get is from the coach, man, the coach that brought me on the team. And he called me and asked me, like, hey, did you get arrested and all this other stuff? And he kicked me off the team, bro. Kicked me off the team, bro. Everything that I worked hard for, everything that I sacrificed, the injuries, washing other players' clothes, it was all gone, just like that, bro. It was all gone, bro. And that's why I try to tell y'all nowadays, bro, to just steer clear of the trouble, man. Just keep God first, do your things right, man, so y'all won't end up like how I did, man, because I could have ended up playing at Indiana State and doing really well, dog. Through it all, man, I still had a deep love for football, man. And, you know, it took a while after all this, you know, after all this blew over, bro. My case was dismissed in a month and everything like that. My arrest is still on my record and everything like that, but I can get it expunged. It just costs money to do that. After I got through all that and I kind of picked myself back up, I told myself I'm gonna play football again, man. So what I did was I did everything that I did in high school that my pops did for me. Is I started emailing hella schools all over the place, man. And at this point, I was a much better player. I was much developed, and I played at a D1. I was at a D1, so obviously to other schools, they're gonna think like, oh, okay, yeah, like he's good enough to play here, you know what I'm saying? So I started getting way more offers than what I had in high school, bro, from better schools and different things like that, bro. You could pick yourself up from any situation, man. So I just told myself, like, I'ma still play. My parents was moving to California, so I told myself, I'm like, why don't I look at some schools in California, but California's transfer rules, like you can't just transfer to a university out there. So really I can only look at JUCO schools, man. So ultimately at the end of the day, my decision, I ended up committed to a JUCO out here in California called College of the Canes, a really top of the line JUCO out here in California, bro. I'm fresh off an injury, man. I moved to Cali and I'm out here now, you know what I'm saying? But the thing was, like, when I got kicked off the team, I didn't finish my therapy or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? So I really had to self-heal myself. I get in training camp with College of the Canes, and I'm a step behind, bro. I'm not the same player because my foot is not all the way healed, man. I remember just being so super sore, bro. Like, it was horrible, dog. And so fast forwarding through that, I'm hit with some more stuff, bro. My paperwork from Indiana State needs to come in. They need to have all my transfer stuff, and that's not happening either, bro. So fast forwarding from that, bro, I ended up quitting that team, bro. Ended up quitting the team at College of the Canes, man. You know, at that point, I wasn't playing football, and for the next like year or so, I was just really doing social media stuff and YouTube, trying to do YouTube, but not like football YouTube or anything. And I was just working, bro. I wasn't doing nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's when I found out about semi-pro football, bro. And you know, I gave that a shot too. I gave that a try and everything like that, bro. And that brings us to basically today. I just came off a semi-pro season that got canceled due to coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? So I do got next season coming up if I still want to play, you know what I'm saying? And I could really use semi-pro football to maybe try to get somewhere overseas or to exit. You know what I'm saying? But I just got to get back in that pristine shape, you feel me? But that brings us to pretty much the end of my whole story, bro. That brings us to now, man. Hopefully from my story, it at least inspired one of y'all or taught y'all something or just something, bro. That's why I just hope to inspire somebody, you know what I'm saying? But just never give up, bro. That's why I go so hard at this channel, and I'm glad that this channel is doing well, because the more that we spread, the more I can share these stories with you, to share these tips, share my experiences, you know what I'm saying? And if, you know, it does come to the point where I do want to play football again, bro, we can document it and we can all go along this journey and inspire the world, you know what I'm saying? More than football is gonna go global, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't know, bro. I just appreciate all of the love that y'all been showing, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And if you watch the video all the way through, I really appreciate y'all, bro. I love y'all a lot. I wish you the best. And that's the end of my D1 football story, man. It's more than football. Keep y'all heads up, keep striving, keep doing what you're doing.